So before we get started here, I just want to point out this van is a builder's van that I created into a camper van a few months ago, and it's a 2-wheel drive, 2-litre diesel, and weighs about 3.3 tons. It's front wheel drive. It's not been modified in any way, shape or form to do any off-roading apart from having some really good wheels and tyres, some badass wheels and tyres. So where else would you go but a badass destination? This is the Badlands release, at least that's how I think it's pronounced. It's in northern Spain and it's a desert region, around about 160 square miles of desert, and there are all sorts of terrain, roads and obstacles to overcome. Pretty much most of the time you would see 4-wheel drive vehicles doing this, but no, I'm doing it in a little van. So sit back, relax while we work out if I'm going to make it across some water crossings, through some canyons, up some really steep hills, and look back out and see what this place looks like. This video is sponsored by XL Hosting. If you're looking for a domain name, web hosting or amazing email, go to xlhosting.uk and sign up today. So today I'm going to explore the desert, and yeah, probably the only place in Europe that's like everybody in America goes overlanding and exploring Utah, around all the canyons and basically desert open roads and things like that. So there is a place in Europe, in Spain, northern Spain, and yeah, it's almost like that. Well, it's everything I wanted. What can I say? It's absolutely everything I wanted to do in a trip. To come out somewhere like this. I've not seen anyone else. I've heard a dog barking, but that's it. Pretty much got the place to myself. And it's just stunning. I want to try and get up onto a ridge. Don't know if I can. I'm going that way round. So I'll have to see if I can get around. But yeah, some of the stuff that I'm seeing here. Oh, I could spend like a week or two and still not see everything. So where I want to go is pretty much like a ridge line like that. But it is over the back, over the other way. And I've seen a track up there, so hopefully I can get over there. But then there's another cool little rock feature there. How cool is that? Everywhere you look are these amazing rock features. Anyway, I need to get back on the road. I'm going to explore. It's massive, this place. Absolutely massive. Oh, so little time left in the day. So cool. I mean, yeah, fair enough, parts of the road have been washed away, so you've got to be ultra careful of where you're going, but so cool to see the erosion. Can't say that word without going I know, but just to see the erosion. I mean, I am obviously way below where water level started right now, so all this is erosion. But to see it still ongoing, and to see it carving its way through the landscape, like I say, some of it carving away little bits of the road, it's absolutely amazing. It looks stunning. Definitely ticking all the boxes of John likes to go on adventures, because it's got things to look at everywhere. I can almost go anywhere. There are some roads that go off, some tracks, that are clearly marked private. So obviously leave them alone. And then you've got all these stunning features, landscapes and everything to look at. And the fact that it's all off-road as well. But this is just fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I mean, yeah, I can show you video clips, the drone and cameras and all that kind of stuff, but seeing it with your own eyes, that is something else. Right, I don't have any sort of real ground clearance, and I've got a couple of things that are obviously in the floor of my van, like holes. Like fair enough, the diesel heater's sealed up, but it's still that there's pipes under there for the air intake and the exhaust. And I've just come across a flooded part of the road. I do have a couple of holes for like the extractor fan for the loo, and also for the wastewater as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go outside and see how bad it is, and if it's all right, I'll come back in and we'll wade through it. Who said that exploring was easy? Will we make it through, or will I have to turn round? Oh well, let's go and find out. Turns out it wasn't that bad. Just took it easy and yeah, waded straight through there. So quite impressed that it made it. I've just had a quick check around the van. Everything's still on the van, and there's no water inside the van. Conscious of not getting stuck in the mud. Obviously it's been wet and everything around here, so I don't want to get stuck in all this loopy mud. So a couple of things to point out. Obviously I do have my Garmin GPS satellite communication system. I have noticed I've got no signal on my phone, but the van Wi-Fi system is working really well. But before I came here, when I did have 5G up the road, I downloaded all the maps to my phone. Just the fact that, you know, I do recognise I am absolutely in the middle of nowhere, so I want to make it as easy as possible to navigate around. So by downloading all the maps and everything like that, it just gives me access to everywhere I need to be, and yeah, see what's going on basically. That is definitely a closed road. I've just been out and having a look, and looks like the road's been washed away. Obviously been a load of storms around Spain and this part of Northern Europe, and yeah, that is an impassable little roadblock. So I'm going to spin round. Saw a little building over there, like a little I don't know, like a farmhouse or something like that. So yeah, let's go and explore that, spin round there. And yeah, a bit disappointing because this was part of the route I was going to take, but there are loads of other roads around here. So yeah, let's go and do a little bit more exploring.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me, standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore.
That is quite a cool little place. Looks like some sort of shelter for animals, maybe, something like that. Didn't really have too much of a look around because it actually looks like it could be used. So certain times of the year maybe it could be used. Really cool colour differences though in the rock face and things like that. Sort of like yeah, purples and then sort of pinky colours. Quite cool, really. Looks like there's some irrigation stuff going around here as well. Well, yeah, ultimately need to pick a different route, so let's see where we're going to end up. So I'm just sat here now, having reached obviously the roadblock that is the washed out road. I pulled back over just away from that little farmhouse or whatever you want to call it, and yeah, I've just seen the funniest thing. So I've just seen a black Sprinter van with somebody hanging out the sunroof at the back, so I'm guessing it's like a skylight camper van. It's all black and everything like that, and they were basically recording, filming like what do you class it as, a truck camper with a pod on the back kind of conversion. And obviously I knew where they were going and I knew what had happened, so literally you could just see them anchor up and then get out and look at it all and film it all and stuff like that. And then two motorbikes came up literally while they were Germans, the other two vans, and while they were sort of like filming, looking around, two motorbikes came up and they did the same thing. And I'm just thinking, like, are the only people that coming here to make videos? I mean, if they're filming that for some sort of like epic backdrop, you know, like it's a new truck camper build or something they're doing, then this is the place to do it. If it's a, you know, like a proper photo shoot for a new company or something like that, it's epic. But motorbikes coming down here, I'd expected like trials bikes or, you know, like enduro bikes, something like that, but now they were cruisers, which does actually prove the point of there's no real requirement for 4x4 or anything like that for the vast majority of these tracks around here. You could probably do them in an average car. Probably not that water crossing, but other than that, probably do it in an average car. Yay! Like I say, some of the tracks are getting washed out, so maybe my earlier statement about making it in an average car? Yeah, maybe when it's really dry, like it's not rained for a month, maybe then you'll be alright.
Got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feels bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die.
And here's me saying there's no canyons. These are epic. Oh yeah, just got these really steep drops. And then twisty tight turns. Absolutely brilliant. so cool seeing interesting stuff like this along the way. That's what gets me about this. Is it's just been untouched. It's just left to come and explore. I mean, yeah, there are agricultural buildings like the one I found the other day and that one. So it would suggest, again, with some of the lines in some of the fields, that there's agriculture around this area. But it's nice that they've not kind of like messed around with any of the originality of rock formations and things like that. Yeah, it's just so cool. So I'm heading off over in that direction, and I'm going to try and get up to one of these plateaus. So the ridge line across the top. I'm going to see if I can get up to one of them. There is a track over that way, so it should be doable. It's cool as you see all the way the erosion from the water running off. And all these monuments and everything have all been created by slow erosion of the landscape. You have to be careful with this stuff though, because some of it, the lighter stuff, is a crust over the darker stuff, which is like just, yeah, gloopy, horrible stuff. I've got it all inside the van because I stepped inside of it this morning and made a bit of a mess. But you know, it can all be washed off. So that's the ridge line I want to get up to, and it looks like there's a road up there, and on the map it looks like there's a road up there as well. But there's some wildlife, interesting wildlife around here. There's just some reed beds there. That's weird. But yeah, just next to these rocks at the moment. And look at the colours in the rocks. Absolutely amazing. There's the pinks and peaches, sandy colour. Looks absolutely freaking stunning. But yeah, hopefully this road's going to take me all the way over to that ridge line over there. And then from there, I should get a more impressive vista. Not that I am not impressed already by everything that I'm seeing, but that should be a heck of a vista. So let's see if we can get up there. I take it back. I don't recommend coming here in a normal car because, yeah, okay, water crossings, washed out bridges, and then there's been some proper technical bits, the last bit, coming down, quite a few sort of like rock faces on the side, and then feeling the van do this. I've heard all sorts of clanging and battering in the back of the van. And then there was another one going up, much more the same sort of thing. Everywhere you look, there are just monoliths staring at you. I know I've gone on about erosion and all that kind of stuff, but I just can't impress on you enough to just stand there and look at this scenery. It's huge, absolutely huge, and so stunning. I'm almost in awe just to see it, let alone drive around and experience it and everything else. But yeah, absolutely so stunning. This is epic. I didn't quite drive to the very edge, as you've seen from the drone footage. Yeah, I'm not that brave, stupid. There's probably not that much difference between the two, really, is there? But yeah, I just wanted to see the view from up here. And I wanted to get, obviously, the drone shots of what it looks like for being up here. The drive up here, what can I say? Fairly doable. Obviously, you don't need a 4x4. Let's start with that one straight away. I think, yes, I have proven that with my trusty steed, which probably does now need quite a good under chassis wash as well as an actual wash. But yeah, absolutely well worth it. The view up here is absolutely amazing. So you can see, you know, when I came through like the washout, the gorges, you can see a lot of that. And I'm looking at the road that I'm probably going to take to my next one. And it looks like that road goes through even more epic washout gorges. I hope so anyway, because that would be absolutely stunning. But yeah, I am shocked and stunned that there are not more people coming to explore this park. I mean, I'm quite happy. I've got it to myself right now, so yeah, happy days. But it's just so peaceful as well. I've been to the Grand Canyon, and I've stood at the edge of the Grand Canyon, so much so that Mandy called me names, actually swore at me, because I literally stood on the edge of the Grand Canyon. And yeah, while I've stood on the edge of here and had a look down, I mean, it's a long way down. Do you want to have a look down? That is a long way down, isn't it? It's quite some way down, in all fairness. Seeing the edge of the Grand Canyon was something else. In fact, it's probably one of the very few occasions when both Mandy and I have been left absolutely speechless. This is similar to that. Whilst you've not got that raw canyon washout right in front of you, just the majestic kind of nature of this landscape, obviously it's been carved out over, well, millions of years, and still being carved out as well. So just the fact that you can see all the rocks and all the little canyons, including the farmland and stuff like that as well. And then obviously going over to there, to the other mountains, over to the Pyrenees and that. Oh, it's just epic. I'm sorry I say epic a lot. I know some of you don't like that, but look where I am. And yeah, my home brought me here. But yeah, I spotted the road on the way back down. I took the longer way up here, just because there was a bit of a wuss. So the road down is a bit of a sharper road down. So I'm going to go down that route now. So hopefully I'm going to get across to, essentially it's one of those, you know, sort of like monuments, if you like a rock monument, which defines the area that I'm in, which is Badlands release. So I'm going to make my way over there now. I'm quite in the north of the park at the moment, so I'm going to make my way down to the south of the park, yeah, and then go and see what that's all about. I'm expecting that area to be much busier, in all fairness, just because I don't think many people are as stupid or brave as me. So yeah, sit back and let's see if the van will make it to the other side of the national park through all those epic canyons that I've just seen.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may.
While I'm deliberating what to do about that one, I thought I'd walk a little bit of the rest of it, because there's no point getting around that bit. Yeah, here we go. There's another one, another washout bit. Yeah. So again, it's how you come round there. By the way, it's 27 degrees as well. So yeah, if you come round that bit, if I can make that bit, I'm gonna have to come over this bit and come over that bit. Otherwise, my wheel's gonna sink in there. It looks like I came up the nicest route. I'm just gonna walk a little bit more, just to see if there's any other areas that are going to be a problem. So that's the track, if you can call it a track, that I've just made my way. So that one there is the track that I've just made my way up to here. I just walked the rest of it for about a kilometre. The rest of it, well, for that kilometre, is flat. So I'm knackered, I can't even hold my camera. So yeah, so after the second little bit of a stream crossing, it's fairly flat for a kilometre. So what I need to do is work out how I get past these two crossings. The only thing I can say, you look there, there's loads of big boulders, so it could be that I just go and find some big boulders and remake the path, the track. Feel like Ewan and Charlie again. Said that recently, didn't I? On the Road of Bones, where they had to make the Road of Bones again. It's warm as well. 27 degrees. Alright, so this bit I can make. That bit there's doable, I think. It's this bit that's going to be the issue. Right then, let's see what we can do with this. Here we go, high. Yeah. Slightly slipping. I'm gonna take a guess now and say that no one's driven this road track for some time. Whoa. This, you know, I said it's stupid or brave. I think it's on the verge of being stupid now. Yeah. It's really crazy. And I've come through parts where I'm not being funny, but I've seen people doing off-road stuff and I'm like, whoa, that's dodgy. Yeah. Yeah, I've got phone signal. Doesn't help actually getting help out here though. I could backtrack. Not sure I'd make it back where I came from, up some of the sections, but I could backtrack. Oh, John. Oh dear me. This possibly was a stupid idea. I'm looking at the ridge up there now that I've just been up, and I can see the ridge. Yeah. Oh dear me. Right. I'd love to show you more, by the way, as well, but my dash cam, Osmo Action, keeps saying overheating. So it only records for like 10 minutes and then stops. So yeah, I need to get out and have a walk around and just have a look-see about where it is that this track goes and what I'm supposed to do next. Despite the camera problems, I did actually find a way back out, back onto the main track eventually, and yeah, it was back to exploring some stunning routes.
Grab it. think it's lovely that they've made this area open to the public. I've seen people driving around in just regular 4x4s on the main road, and obviously I spotted those motorbikes as well. So it's really cool that you can drive around and see all this epicness. In some of the hillside, it just looks like someone's installed a walkway or a shelf. So whatever happened in this area, obviously in more recent times, because it's further up, that's a bit weird. So where I am now is older times, and up to the top is more recent times, and there seems to be a lot more compact layers, and that seems to have eroded far less than the rest of it. Now yeah, it all looks like sandstone, and it doesn't look like there's any major differences in it. It just looks like different shades of sandstone. But just the fact that you've got this layer that's prominent everywhere, so much so that some of the layers crumbling down because what's below it is eroded away. It's so cool. We made it. I mean, this is why most people come here. Yeah, for me this was the easy bit, getting here. It's lovely gravelled paths, pavements, tracks, trails, whatever you want to call them. But there's so much to see here. And like I say, you're just free to wander around. Just be cautious where you go. Like I say, some of the tracks I found are, how can we say, not suitable for anything other than a 4x4 car, really. But you know, the van still made it. Everything still works. A little bit shattered and sort of vibrated around a little bit. But yeah, we're here. We're at the bit where everyone probably starts, and I'm finishing. So I hope you liked it, and yeah, come and enjoy it yourself.
Why not?
As some of you may notice, that looks slightly different than it did a few hours ago. And that's because my handbrake is shit. Now, I've known my handbrake is shit for a long time. And normally what I do is stop, turn the engine off, put it in reverse or first gear as well as the handbrake, and that stops the van rolling. But on this occasion, yeah, I was stupid. I got out and it wasn't rolling, but as you can probably tell, the wind is a little bit strong and it was on an incline, and yeah, you guessed it, the wind pushed it, it started rolling, and well, the rest is history, as they say. But yeah, that is why the front of my bumper and bull bar, nose bar, nudge bar, whatever, is a bit stoved in. So I'm going to find a lamppost or something and use my winch and pull it back out. But at least it's got us here anyway. So, yeah. It is what it is, and these things happen. But I've still got a smile on my face. Because, you know, it's still been a bloody epic adventure.